Listen, there are people that you just can't afford to have in your life right now, especially if you're still trying to overcome the emotional triggers and baggage and clear the energy, and you're moving forward in your relationships, in your business right now. It really takes all of you to heal and move forward. It takes heart, mind, soul, and body. It takes physical, spiritual, energetic. Listen, it takes your everything. Also, we have shit to do. Many of you are working in male-dominated industries, and sis, I know you want to be astute. You want to be fully present and fully authentic and fully yourself. You want to be healed and whole enough to be unapologetically who you are and who you came in that space to be. Hey, I'm Latoya Z, your inner power coach and energy practitioner, and I'm here for you to create your next level you so that you can be in your greatness. Let's get to it. Coming from the military, I know the energy, the focus, the centeredness, the grounding that it takes to be in that frequency means you cannot afford to have these kind of people in your life. And here's the thing. I know that we often don't want to have strong boundaries with these people. I know that because we wouldn't want to be cut off. We don't want them to feel lonely. And we think, who am I to cut anybody off, right? Are you thinking these things? Let me help you with that. Birds of a feather do flock together, and we are affected by and are probably the sum of the 5 or 6 people we hang around the most. So you really need to ask yourself these questions. What are you moving forward toward? What are you intending to accomplish? Who are you becoming? What are you shedding? What are you standing up for? What are you releasing? What are you weeding out of your life? And let me be super clear about that and emphatic on that. It's your life. So sis, listen, everyone has a choice, and the people that you need to release, they also have a choice. You are not throwing them away. You're not leaving them helpless. You are modeling for them and representing to them what's possible for them. By standing your ground, you are loving them and sharing your light, and you're standing for your standards and your values and your self-respect and your self-worth. This is, in fact, loving them into a better version of themselves. There aren't enough of us modeling that in people's lives. So let's talk about who needs to go. First up, the vampire. This person just sucks the life out of you. They may not be doing it on purpose. They may be going through their own healing journey, or maybe they aren't going through their healing journey and they're proving the maxim right, that hurting people hurt. They may be thinking that by their behavior, they're loving you the best way that they can. And maybe they are. Maybe they feel like they're really in sync with you and there's no one else they can be in sync with. But the fact is, they are sucking the life out of you, and you know. And why are they doing that? Because they need what you are providing them. Love, support, a listening ear, advice, empathy, commiseration, whatever it is. And they may still be needing that. But there are plenty of people on this planet that are still in that place to sit in that energy for an indefinite period of time and fulfill that role. And don't you worry, universe will always provide. Their feathers attract like feathers, and energy attracts like energy, and they will attract who they need into their lives. And I say this with love. Let go of the Messiah complex energy. You're not the only one who can provide it, and it's time to let go and move on. I want you to know that I'm saying this with love. I used to be a vampire. Yes, I was a vampire. I was depressed. I was living in low energy. And let me tell you, I could argue out of any motivation or inspiration that you threw at me. I was literally a black hole. And I unintentionally invited you into my black hole and did not let you come out. I just wanted to be heard. And I was hoping that someone could help me, but I was so good at being the black hole and not even realizing that I was a black hole, that I was just a vampire in people's lives. So let me tell you from experience, no amount of words are going to help you help that person. This is not a words thing to fix. This is an energy healing situation. This is a therapy situation. This is a situation where the person has to come to an awareness and start changing their own energy from inside. Now, you are deciding to elevate from that energy, and unapologetically, you are deciding to change your life and attract a different kind of energy. It is your time to move forward. You need to release the vampires, identify them, and cut the cords. All right, sis, next up we have the vulture. Listen, vultures are designed to do what they do, right? Real vultures. They feed on the dead and the sick and the dying. They're built to take advantage of the sick and the dying, right? Their digestive and excretory system is built to feed off of the sick and dying. Humans were not meant for that, although they try to justify that, right? Oh, they're using tough love. They're using reverse psychology. Are you a psychologist though? No. So cut that shit out. What they're doing is exploiting the vulnerabilities and making the situation worse. There is no place for vulturism in human relationships. They're exploiting your vulnerability, your kindness, your compassion, and your empathy. And the tendency for us, because they are vultures and because they have sometimes such good intentions and heartfelt justifications, is that we turn in on ourselves. Right? There must be something wrong with me. Oh, I'm too soft. I'm too empathetic. I'm too loving. I'm too open. I wear my heart on my sleeve. You know, all these other bullshit explanations that we bought. And the reality is we're being taken advantage of by a vulture. So let me just look you in your eye and tell you, you're not too anything. You are perfectly who you are. You are perfectly who you are. You are perfectly who you are. And it's time to let the vultures go. This one is fun to talk about, right? And I call this person the Joey, right? The young kangaroo that sits in the pouch of the adult kangaroo, right? This is the one who is attached for dear life. He has to go everywhere you go. She has to be involved in everything you do. They're not involved in their own light, in their own purpose, in their own greatness, in their own transformation or enlightenment. They're not involved in their own movement, right? They're just feeding off of yours, right? They love your love and your nourishment and your caretaking, and that is enough for them. And so they'll just sit in your pouch all day long, all year long, all life long. As long as you let them. Listen to me. They are cargo. They are weight. And you cannot soar if you have weight holding you down, period. I know you're saying, Latoya, they're people too. I know they're people too. And everyone has a life choice to make. Make your life choice and move on. Next up is the bear. And this one is a little difficult for me because I named this person the bear because all I could think of is the mama bear, right? When I'm thinking about that energy. And so don't get me wrong, I am mama bear when it comes to my kids. Don't come for my kids. But there comes a time when I have to start loosening the reins, right? I have to start letting them grow and defend themselves and get back up on their own feet again by themselves. I have to give them space to breathe. This bear in your life is smothering you. And the next time you're around this person's energy, you're going to start even like breathing funny, right? You're going to start taking a deep breath because you're listening to this video and now it's in your subconscious. And when you get around this energy, your energy body is going to tell you. This person is holding on so tightly and advising and making decisions for you and pushing and defending and fixing everything that they can fix and casting doubt and and trying to keep you in the place that they're in so that they can continue to just have you, and you can't breathe. Who's giving you the bear hug right now in your life? Who's smothering you? It's time to cut the cord, create some space, and move on. So let me just say, right, we're all in different stages of our lives. If you are being one of those people right now, you're listening to this and you're like, oh shit, that's me, get some healing. Do some energetic clearing. The link to book a session with me is in the description below. And let's move you forward in your life. Let's get you to the better version of yourself. If you are connected to these people, and I know that you are, because I trust divine timing, you're thinking about these people right now. Make a list, release them. Do the tapping, do the Reiki. Again, the link to book a session with me is in the description below. Get some accountability and then assess. Do I need to cut, confront, or control? How do I need to handle these energies in my life? How can I release them as quickly as possible so that I can move into my greatness? Oh, and I just mentioned the 3 C's of cleaning up your relationship energy. Cut, confront, and control. I'm going to drop a link to the video that you can watch, and it'll also be in the description. All right, love. So there you have it. Happy clearing, happy elevating, and happy living your life to the fullest. Let's get unlocked. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share, because it really helps me spread this power and it helps us change our world. And see you in the next video.